Guys, welcome back to the Transfer Daily YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to be looking at three really big stories of today and big stories in the transfer market, and we're going to get straight into it. So we're going to be starting off with Andreas Periera, and Palmeiras have sent an initial proposal to Fulham for Periera, and this story was by Fabrizio Romano, and Palmeiras have sent an initial proposal. At the moment, no information on what the proposal was, how much a fee was, but a few weeks ago I did post on Twitter at Transfer Daily that Fulham have Andreas Periera as untouchable, so they will not let him leave the club, but Andreas Periera in himself is open, or would be open, shall I say, to a new challenge. And another team who were closely monitoring and have interest in Andreas Periera is Marseille. And Andreas Periera has also said he'd be open to joining Marseille due to the factors interest from working with Roberto De Zerbi there. So the feeling is from clubs is that there is a deal there to be made for Andreas Periera, but as I've just said, for Fulham, he is untouchable at the moment, Andreas Periera. And for Palmeiras, they've sent the initial proposal, and he is a dream target for Palmeiras. And we know he played in Brazil before with Corinthians, and then obviously got the move away from there. So a return to Brazil at the moment, I'm not sure if that's something in Andreas Periera's mind, because we don't have any information on if he's open to a return to Brazil or anything like that. So we have to wait and see, but January could be an interesting one for Andreas Periera, with Marseille interested in Andreas Periera being open to the move to Marseille, and Palmeiras have sent an initial proposal which is expected to be turned down by Fulham, as they view Andreas as untouchable. So there's a story covered by Fabrizio Romano, and there goes the news on it. And I will keep you updated with the Andreas Periera situation in more videos or future videos. So next up is Alphonso Davies, and obviously a few weeks in the summer, the feeling was that he would leave, he would leave Bayern Munich as a free agent next summer, and this changed a few weeks ago due to the factors Alphonso Davies really enjoying his time under Vincent Kompany, the new Bayern Munich manager, and significant progress was made on contract talks. And as we know, there's interest there from Real Madrid, Manchester United, which is documented interest, but there's also other clubs who are ones to watch if he was there, and that is Liverpool, Barcelona, and also Arsenal. So there's many of the top clubs in Spain and England who would be there for Alphonso Davies, and we know that he can speak to clubs outside of Germany from January the 1st, and from what I know is, despite there being significant progress on the contract of Alphonso Davies and the renewal, he hasn't completely decided against leaving Bayern Munich as a free agent in the summer. So January could be very key for Bayern Munich and Davies, because Davies is going to be able to speak to other clubs, and I think he will indulge in that as well. So it's a very interesting one going into January. And if a club can, persuade Davies not to renew or this sort of thing, a deal could be there to made. Real Madrid are still there for Davies, and they will be in the event that he decides to leave, although contacts have gone cold in the last few weeks. Also for Manchester United as well. Manchester United have him up there, but Manchester United are turning their attention to Miguel Gutierrez from Girona, which is the same with Real Madrid. So interesting one there. And left backs are in high demand in the next few transfer windows, with Liverpool looking at them and many top clubs in Europe. And Obviously today, Christian Falk reported to do with Liverpool, and Davies would be open to that. I'm not sure about that news. I don't know if that is true. But with Davies, a big thing is renewal talks have been put on hold until 2025. So if clubs are going to be there for Davies, they will get the chance to speak to him in January. So now we're going to be talking about a breaking story which I've just covered on Twitter, and that is Alan Varela. So we know Alan Varela now joined Porto a few seasons ago from Boca Juniors in January, and he has been linked with big clubs for quite a while now, and he is expected to move to a big club in the future. And one manager who is a big fan of Alan Varela is Diego Simeone. Obviously, both Argentina, they both play as that centre defensive mid role, and as I've just said, Simeone is a big fan of Varela. And from Atletico Madrid's perspective, Arthur Vermeeren expected to join Leipzig on a permanent move, as I reported a few days ago. Very soon after the buy option will be triggered due to appearances, which leaves Atletico Madrid in a position where they've got Koke, who they think is an aging midfielder, so they would like to bring in a young midfielder in the early 20s, that sort of thing. So a new midfielder is being assessed by Atletico Madrid, even after signing Conor Gallagher in the summer. And Xavi Periera from Valencia could still be on that list, and I'm pretty certain he will be. Also, another name who has been mentioned with Atletico Madrid is Luis Milla from Getafe, who is a player who they highly rate as well. But Diego Simeone's preferred option as a new midfielder is Alan Varela. And Alan Varela's release clause is expected. I'm not sure if it is, but it is still, you'd presume, active of £52 million release clause in the winter market or even next summer. Alan Varela as well, consistently linked with Liverpool. Nothing is hot at the moment there after Liverpool's top target as a centre defensive midfielder is Martin Zubimendi. Still, other options aren't being considered at the moment. So Alan Varela and Atletico Madrid, one to watch after Diego Simeone is a big fan of Alan Varela. So there goes today's video with some interesting updates on the market. The market really starting to heat up now before the January transfer window. And thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video to keep in touch with all the latest updates on the transfer market.